again, I just wanted to go ahead and tell you one more time, thank you for being here and being a part of Student Invasion Week here at the Bridge. Now, just in case by chance you care, let me tell you why we chose Student Invasion as the theme for this weekend rather than just like Youth Sunday, something like that. It is our intention this week to invade these services. By the way, can we give it up for the band and the dance team? Yeah. Austin Block Band. To invade not only these services, but Monday, tomorrow evening, we're going to be going to Hillsong United, which I'm so jacked up about. Thursday night, we're doing the same exact thing at the Goldsboro campus. And then Saturday, the Riot, along with the church's outreach team, will be partnering with PAMA and local churches in Princeton area to wrap our arms around that community and love on them and serve them. So this whole week is going to be filled with you guys going out and doing what you do best. And I love seeing God work in students' lives. As being on staff at this church, not just people who talk on the microphone to you guys on Sunday mornings, but the staff as a whole, we're all communicators. Again, whether I'm communicating a message to you or the ladies who created the card you're holding in your hand right now, we're all communicating a message. And it is our job as communicators to connect the heartbeat of this church to the heartbeat of God. And so my role specifically at this church is that of a student pastor. And so this morning, I get the awesome opportunity and privilege and honor to share with you just for a few moments what I believe God has positioned this church to do. Not only for the students that are here right now in this church, but the surrounding local community as well. So I've been on staff here since 2010 as a middle school pastor originally, and now I get to do high school as well. And there's a few things I've learned in those 3.5 years of being a youth pastor here at the church. The first one is this: God doesn't need me nearly as much as I need Him. You know what I'm saying? That's just an overwhelming reality I face every single day. God doesn't need me nearly as much as I need Him. Another thing I've learned is that you don't play dodgeball with the lights out. That doesn't ever really work out too well. It sounds awesome until someone gets their glasses broke or their nose broke. Not a good idea. But if you were to ask me, Josh, what do you think your primary job would be when I took this position back in 2010? I would tell you hands down, preaching. I assumed when I took this job that preaching would be 90% of what I do. Because that's what all pastors do anyway, right? And they just preach on Sunday and then they sit at home the rest of the week, right? That's what I thought. Hey man, I'm gonna write me a sermon, so everything that I did, my first meetings with Pastor Farrell, pour your infinite wisdom into me. Teach me how to come up with 3 points and a clever, tweetable sentence. Teach me. And so I spent so much time reading and listening to podcasts to figure out how to communicate effectively. But what I found out is that preaching is not 90% of what I do. If that is maybe 10%. It's kind of like, I'm sure you guys have seen those pictures on Facebook that float around, like, this is what my church thinks I do, this is what my wife thinks I do, this is what I actually do. You seen those? Yeah, that's what I thought. Not true. And I even came to find out that about 90% of the students don't listen to what I have to say anyway. Why are you laughing? Y'all don't listen to Pastor Farrell either. Just kidding. But